everybody. It's Sunday night.
Nobody's here.
Oh, I'm talking to myself again, as usual. So what's going on?
Still
God.
talking not to anybody.
I'm talking to you.
Oh, you're talking to me?
Yeah, you're here.
Oh, I am here.
Yeah.
I am.
And from my perspective, you're the same as them because I'm looking. So, hi, Kathy.
Hey.
Bananas. What's new and exciting?
I'm still alive.
You are.
I am.
You had some pretty crazy brushes with death over the week, didn't you?
I did.
I saved your life a few times.
A few times.
How did I save your life? Oh, it's puppy chaos time! Yay! Molly, get out of there.
How'd you save my life?
Yeah.
I don't know. How did you save my life?
You see? No
Did
good
somebody-
deed goes unnoticed
You
or
got me some
unpunished.
water,
I got you water. What
Yeah.
else did I get you?
a towel to throw up in.
Did we forget that I got you bananas?
You got me
Kathy bananas?
Yeah, I couldn't eat them though.
Did I get you blueberries?
Oh yeah, that's after I recovered.
Did I get you yogurt?
Yeah, after I kind of recovered. Yeah, thank you.
You
did shopping for me.
downplay my contributions.
Thank you for helping.
All right. What else did I get you? I got you other things. I got you oatmeal, didn't
No, I had oatmeal.
I? Oh, okay.
Save your Tony, yes.
I save her life all the time.
Oh yeah, all the time. I almost died.
You did.
I did. I was very sick.
She was really bad, guys. That's why we couldn't do the show last Sunday, and then she had like a couple of hours, okayness on Monday. So I came on. She stayed inside, and then she went right back downhill. But look, she's pulled through. She's very brave, very strong. It's Kathy Bananas.
Stomach flu. Avoid it, everybody.
Yeah, I haven't gotten it.
Yeah, you haven't gotten it.
That's the third time you've got hit with something massive, and,
Yeah, you
and
didn't get it.
my immune system blew it off. So it's the show about nothing, and we've gotten off to the best start ever. We're talking about absolutely nothing of any interest to anybody.
Nope.
What else? How can we bring this thing down a couple of notches
I don't know. We
and make it even more mundane? Anybody tune in for nothing, I want them to get their money's worth.
Let's see, Pat Rock sent you a super chat.
Well, thank you, Pat.
Just got a 5.7 RT6 speed. What should I do?
Congratulations. That is a damn good question, man, because I am not up on modifying or tuning or setting up those cars at all. The late model thing is just something I have not embraced. Not that I have anything against them. I don't have anything against them. I just haven't gone there myself. So I can't give you any good information. I feel you sent me a super chat, and I'm going to let you down. So I'm going to make some stuff up. After I get the pen away from... Yeah. Molly. Yeah. So anybody who happens to be new here, the Sunday night show is utter and complete chaos. We do it here out of the house. It's completely unplanned. It's completely spontaneous. And we have dogs, 5 dogs, and one of them is a 2.5-month-old border collie who's in her demonic stage. So it's like she bites, she eats, she screams, she does all kinds of crazy stuff. So that's what's going on. Now, the 5.7. I don't have anything interesting to tell you about
Shut
that.
this thing down right now.
We should shut this down. You guys are crazy watching this. I got to tell you, I can't imagine what drives somebody to sit there on a Sunday night and watch this. It makes no sense to me. God bless you. Thank you for being here. But, oof, you're crazy. You really are crazy. 5.7 is bro, I don't know, man. There's no shortage of videos. watch some YouTube videos.
Okay, I think you're done.
No. Let's keep going forward. Let's keep marching forward.
Watching you is better than the Super Bowl. Pat Rock says.
The superb owl. Did they start that yet?
I don't know. Probably.
I want to see Elon's commercials. He spent $40 million of his own money to make 5 commercials having to do with Doge. I gotta see this.
Your wife thinks you still have zip ties leg. Walt Hoffman.
Your wife
His
or
wife.
or my wife?
His wife. My wife.
Yeah, well, she knows.
She still has zip ties leg.
She knows what kind of sociopathic nut job I am.
Oh my goodness. That commercial thing was satire, Cordell B says.
Are you sure about that? I don't believe it was satire.
No.
We'll find out. I mean, shortly.
The Super Bowl just went to halftime.
And no Musk commercials?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, I don't know. I'm asking.
Oh, I don't know. No, nobody said anything about it. No. Hello, Mexican Spec. They said hello.
Hello, Mexican Spec. I'm drinking a Tang flavor that you sent. It's Tamaro. Bro, I have no idea what it is, and I've never tasted that in my life. I think it's a Mexican taste or a Mexican thing that never doesn't exist north of the border. It's weird. I don't know if I like it or I don't, but it's very weird.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Calcine Mars says, hello, mate.
Hello.
They're from the UK. They're flying the UK
across the pond.
Across the pond. As are our dogs.
Yes, we have British dogs.
Yeah.
Beagles and Border Collies.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. What is that noise? What is she showing?
So as I said, our youngest is just 3 months old, and where is she? What is she doing?
Oh, get out of there.
Molly, come over.
Okay.
Hang on, let me get her over here. Molly Jane, come here. Come here. Molly, come here. Yeah, good girl. Come on, let's say hi to YouTube. There she is, all teeth. Oh, she's such a good girl, though.
She's so sweet.
You don't know. She's such a good girl until she's not. It's like she's holy hell.
She's getting big.
Yes.
Yeah. She's getting very big. Her teeth are getting big. She's gonna bite your nose. Yes, Justin.
She bites, and that's what happens. She gets all like affectionate and kissy and stuff like this, and then all of a sudden, bang, and she latches on, man.
Okay. So Super Bowl is the new flying toilet. Toilet?
I don't know.
I don't know what that is.
What kind of demonic shenanigans are they having right now on the halftime show?
They're not watching that. They're watching this.
I always like to sit back and light a black candle and drink some chicken blood and watch the halftime show. The rest of the sports bowl thing, I totally don't get it.
But that you get.
Yes. Please.
Oh my goodness.
Opening portals and it's bitching.
What? Oh my goodness. Have you ever been to Lafayette, Tennessee?
Yes, I know I have, but I don't know what I've been there for, and I cannot picture the place. But I know I've been there.
You have?
Yes, Lafayette. I know I've been there for something. Maybe to buy a car or a motorcycle or parts or something. I know I've been there, but I couldn't tell you where it is. Like, I couldn't, drive to it right now. I'd have to look it up on the map.
Iris Camargo says from Brazil.
Whoa! Iris, welcome. Brazil. See, we got such a large reach. I'm always amazed by the... we had somebody from Japan last week. Mm-hmm. Yeah, people are nuts. I mean, you're really nuts. There's so many better things to do. But welcome.
Tony, you're going to give that dog rabies? Restorations? She's got her shots.
Yeah, she's immune to pretty much anything I can give her at this point.
Oh my goodness. Anthony Ray says opinion on a Chevy Love.
Oh, great truck. A kid down the street from me had one, an early one, like a 73, 74. Those were Isuzus. That was an Isuzu Pup. And they renamed them as Chevy Loves. They were great, but way underpowered. Like, if I remember those things correctly, they had like 35 horsepower, and and then we get like 410 gears, and you were lucky to hit 50 miles, 60 miles an hour with them. But they were fun. They were great little trucks, especially like in-town trucks.
Let's see. Elmo says, is it possible to do a piston swap with motor in car?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, okay, so is it possible? I spent a dozen years with nitro cars, and literally that's the only way you do it. You rebuild the pistons and you rebuild the engine with the pistons and everything in the car. So it's the same. Passenger cars the same way. Just scale everything up. It's just a little more difficult because you got to bend over and reach to do all your work. But it's done all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Mr. Z, hi. Can you make a video on how to replace a 904 torque flight speedo cable? My 66 Dart seems to have the cable wiggling as if it's missing a gasket, and when you slightly pull on it, it leaks fluid.
Oh, 66, is that? That's a regular screw-in cable. It's probably cross-threaded at the transmission, because when it's in there tight all the way, it shouldn't leak fluid. Double check. It's probably cross-threaded.
Yeah.
I think so. 66, is that the last year for the barrel style? The little diameter, or is it the bigger diameter with the 1/2-inch bolt and the crow's foot that holds it in place? Which one is it?
I don't know if he's going to answer.
Well, I'll watch for his answer.
I don't remember his name.
It'll be a guy saying either crow's foot or...
Let's see. Tony, if you would you ever say put a 302 SBF in a Jeep Cherokee 2-door, same as yours, I think.
Small block Ford? If I was a Ford guy and I had Ford parts laying around, yeah, I would do that.
Mr. Z says he's not sure.
Okay. That's on the speedometer. But back to the Ford. Okay, so the Ford would... See, the nice thing about the small block Ford is that it fits everywhere because it's so narrow. It's just a nicely packaged engine.
Hey, Ari.
Hey, Ari.
Says howdy.
I haven't seen you in a bit, but...
Hello, Ari.
So yeah, the small block Ford is a good swap candidate for just about anything. I would not do it personally myself, but if you have a Ford and you got a Cherokee, yeah, man, go for it.
Let's see.
Where'd you get that picture that's up on the...
What?
The picture of the Hemi.
What are you talking about?
There's a picture of...
I don't know, it was up there.
I never saw it up there.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that picture in eons.
It's there.
Oh, okay.
I think we used it for a video and I had to pull it out of the album.
Okay.
I have to take a picture of it. Nobody knows what you're talking about. It's just like, oh, he's just pointing.
I forget sometimes. Yes, it's
Very
pointing.
professional.
Yeah.
Stan Critchell sent you super chat.
Thank you, Stan.
No question, just a super chat, thanks.
Thank you so
My
much.
first car was a 66 Coronet 440, which did not have a 440 in it. I think the 440 was the body style.
That was so confusing. Not so much anymore because there's so few of those cars around. But man, when you go back to like when they were common, the 440 was a model number as well as an engine displacement, and they had no correlation to each other whatsoever. So you constantly had people selling Coronets with 440 motors. Like for instance, back in the day, you got to go back to when you had newspaper classifieds, right? You guys today, you younger guys have no idea how easy and how lucky you are to have access to the type of classifieds that you have, where you can see the picture of the thing, you can see many pictures of it, you can see videos of it, you can ask for more pictures, and the exchange is instantaneous. But back in the day, what we had were these classified ads with no pictures or anything like that, you know, and a phone number that you would call, and you go back and forth. And I can't tell you how many Coronets were listed as having a 440 engine. And when you go there to check it out, it's a Coronet 440 with a 318. And then you have to argue with the guy who owns the car, who insists that it's a 440 engine because it says Coronet 440.
Why would you argue about it? Just leave it alone.
Because you try to buy the car. You know what I mean? It's like, no, man, it's a 318. No, it's a 440. It says right there. It's a 318. Well, yeah.
Joe Case's halftime show, Kendrick Lamar is standing on top of a Grand National.
Okay.
Dancing on a Grand National.
That's not really demonic.
Not yet.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it is.
I mean, it just depends. Oh, it's a black Buick, so that's kind of dark. I don't know. Any blood yet or anything?
Oh my goodness. Is Dr. Art here?
Dr. Art's always here.
Yes?
Yeah, he lurks quietly in the background.
Somebody mentioned him, but I don't see him.
He doesn't want to be seen.
She's chewing on my chair.
Is that what that sound is?
Yep, she's chewing on my chair.
Yeah, just let the puppy quietly chew on furniture.
It's okay. This month we're going to redo the office. You're going to have a whole new
Yes, we're going to.
background and
We've decided to upgrade.
and lighting and
yeah, we've
all
only been doing
sorts
this
of
for 7
nice
years
things.
now, so we've decided to actually spend a little
Something's kind
time.
of tight.
I'm a little
It's
cheap.
tight.
I'm a little cheap. So yeah, I told her she's gonna have $50 to redecorate the studio, get a new camera, and,
Yeah,
and
lighting.
lighting, right?
Right.
So yeah, she'll spend it wisely.
$50.
Yeah,
That'll cover paint.
you can have all. Yeah,
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
I'll tell you what. You can take any super chat that comes in the next like 15 minutes
Yeah.
and put it towards
Picture of the studio.
the studio.
Okay. You heard him, guys. He's leaving it on your super chats. Let's see. Do you work on the newer cars? Nick Manzano. Let's see.
Mexican spec.
He said, do you work on the newer cars?
Not anymore. Not anymore. I haven't worked on
Yes.
newer cars in probably 15, 18 years
Oh,
now.
Anthony Perna sent the $5 super chat.
Thank you, Anthony Perna. That goes towards Kathy. Mexican spec.
Wait,
This-
did I read his super chat?
What's the Mexican word for damp?
Does it taste damp?
Because that's the flavor of this is damp. It's with a little tinge of lemon. It's crazy.
Okay, I have 2 super chats here. Oh, you have like a half tea, half lemonade. That's what you're drinking.
No, it's not. Doesn't taste like tea. Almost
Can I
a
read
different
the
kind of
super
tea.
chats? Anthony Perna.
Anthony
Sent
Perna.
you super chat.
Thank you, Anthony.
Tony, is there an overdrive automatic that fits behind a 318 with a carb?
Yeah, the 518. Yeah, Dakotas and stuff like that. Oh God, the normal rear-wheel drive transmission you're gonna find, let's say in a Dakota or a D150 of, I can't think of the spread on that, but just Wikipedia that real quick and you'll be able to get every year and every model that it would be available in.
Okay, Green Bean also sent you a super
Hey,
chat.
Green Bean, thank you.
I just started taking apart my 460 Ford that died 18 months ago.
Okay.
Found rainwater in the engine, rust everywhere. Took heads off, and I think the only thing wrong with my engine was bad grounds. R.I.P. BBF.
Bad grounds?
That's what it says.
Oh, I guess it didn't run because of external reasons and now the water got in it and stuff like that. Well, it's not lost, man. Well, it's not lost. If it's a decent core, if you got all the bits and pieces, you can have that thing overboard. I mean, those blocks have a lot of beef in them. It's not dead. It's just kind of like in a coma. Okay.
Landon Custom Classic says, sent you super chat, says, don't spend it all in one place.
Oh, she'll spend it.
Oh, yeah.
Just like that.
Spend it.
Just like
I
that.
see Justin Picarno says, thin the paint out a little bit and make it last.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know a decorator that can help you with that? Oh, yeah, Dr. Art? Okay. That'd be fine.
Dr. Art, you're the guy who started this trouble.
Well, no, we really needed to do
You're the guy who started this trouble, Dr. Art, because she was watching the live that you and I did on StreamYard, right? And she was like, Dr. Art has a really nice background. His studio looks really good. You look like a
That's
scumbag.
okay. I didn't
This is
say
what you.
that.
This
I did not say
no,
that.
this is what happened. Okay.
No, that's not
And
what
then she
Do
hissed
not
at me.
listen to it. I hissed at you.
Dr. Art looks really, really nice. His studio looks good. The lighting is good and everything else. You look like a scumbag.
I did not say that.
Well, that's what I heard.
No, I said, it's kind of time to do the studio a little bit.
that's-
John Carwell is laughing. Yeah, it's funny.
That's what I
Very
heard,
funny.
all right?
Very funny. Justin says, sounds about right. Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you have one of these wives?
One of these wives. What are you talking about? One of these wives.
Yeah, a wife.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hope her head don't spin around. Thank you, 69500.
Not since she was a teenager.
Oh man. Craig Simpson sent you super chat.
Thank you, Craig.
Gas pressure regulator recommendation for daily drivers 70s V8 small block. Can be return / bypass or deadhead. Seems over $100 for a good one.
For a fuel pressure regulator?
Gas pressure regulator recommendation.
Well, I'm assuming he's saying fuel pressure regulator.
Yeah, I guess so.
Hey, Craig, you sent me a text. You gotta understand, I get messages, it's ridiculous. You sent me a text, it was a picture of a carburetor, but I was in the middle of actually I checked it in traffic, and that's why it slipped my mind to get back to you. At a red light, not while I was driving. I don't text while I'm driving, but you're sitting at a red light, you look at the phone and say, what do we got here? So that's what happened with that. Let me look at what you sent me, and I'll get back to you there.
Okay. Yes, fuel pressure, he says.
Yeah, I mean, why do you need, well, I'll call you.
Scoop says, ridiculous. Let's see, Kayak USA says, hey UTG, they have a check mark, Kayak USA.
Yeah, the check mark?
Yeah.
He's important.
You are important.
Yes.
Kayak. Hey UTG, I'm restoring a 1979 Chevy K10 truck. I just finished the engine overhaul. Next is the 5-speed transmission. I've never messed with one of these. Have you? Any tips?
I mean, I've messed with, I mean, that's pretty vague. I've messed with transmissions, yes, and of every speed. So I don't know what transmission you're using behind it. Tell me what trends you're using, and specifically what you want to know.
So he doesn't say what he's using? No, he doesn't.
He just said 5-speed.
Okay.
And he wasn't specific as to what information he would need.
Mark Hibbs says, love your channel, Tony. Mark from ACT.
Thank you, Mark. I would love your channel if I saw it.
It's not. No, it's cigarette tobacco.
Yes, I roll my own cigarettes. I do not drink. I do not do any sort of drugs. I'm completely freaking straight edge, except I smoke a lot of cigarettes, except I did quit.
Yeah, you quit.
Yes.
Okay. Super chat from Greg Sprung.
Thank you, Greg.
Where do you get the massive mug? Hell, etch a UTG logo and sell them. I think I got those online. I think I ordered them from Amazon.
You used to be able to get these at like, oh God.
There was a place that etched them, and that's where I used to buy them.
Right,
Back in New York.
So for years, okay, when I was a mechanic, right? This is all I drank out of. I had a bunch of these things. And because you get started, you don't want to stop, and I needed a drink, so I used them constantly. It was all I ever drank out of was these. And so I had a bunch of them. Now I've got like 2 of them, but I don't know where they came from.
I bought them.
You bought them?
Yeah, I think I got them from Amazon.
You're so nice. You're so nice. This one has got a crack in the handle right there.
I'll get you more.
That happens. Eventually the handle cracks.
Lead Sled sent you super chat.
Thank you.
This is all going towards my paint.
I know it's all going towards revamping
Thank you, Lead Sled.
the foam.
All right, new Felpro cork/rubber gaskets, 360 FE, and OEM valve covers. Surfaces are clean. Just curious if I should leave the head side or the gasket dry.
Read that to me one more time, please.
Okay. New Felpro cork/rubber gaskets.
Okay.
360 FE.
Yes.
And OEM valve covers.
Okay.
Surfaces are cleaned. Just curious if I should leave the head side of the gasket dry.
Oh, yes. Okay, so just as a rule, an unspoken rule, I always glue the gasket to the valve cover, and I use yellow weather stripping adhesive. Why yellow? I don't know, except that that's the only thing I've used since the beginning of time. I know that I did use black at some point, like couldn't find a yellow, and the black didn't really hold up as well. but I use the yellow weather stripping adhesive. Just put it on the valve cover. Let it set up. When you're letting it set up, after you so cover the gasket. Cover the flange of the valve cover. Put the gasket in place, and then section by section pick it up so it gets stringy, and then put it back down and then tamp it down. And then you could hit it. There's a bunch of different ways you could treat the head side of the valve cover gasket so that it doesn't stick. Talc. Oh wait, they did a whole video on this. I literally did a video on this exact subject. Talcum powder will work. You could use like a bearing grease or just a light film of it. Anything just to keep the gasket from sticking to the head, so that if you're going to do valve adjustments, lash adjustments, stuff like that, you can take it on and off, an indefinite number of times.
Kayak USA says the 5-speed Muncie.
I know the 4-speed Muncie. I don't know the 5-speed Muncie. Wait a second. I've never even heard of a 5-speed Muncie.
Well, he says the 5-speed Muncie ? So I guess he's unsure.
Oh, okay, bro. Listen. So Chevy's used, or General Motors used, Muncie 4-speeds, Chrysler 4-speeds, and then Borg-Warner 5-speeds. So I do not ever call a Muncie 5-speed, but I could very well be wrong. And anybody in the chat here, feel free to jump in and give this guy the information he needs.
Stan Kitchell sent you a super chat.
Thank you.
To find if your wife or dog loves you more, lock them both in the trunk of a
See
car.
who's happy when
See
you open.
which one is happy.
Right.
To see you when you let them out.
Yes.
That's very nice.
Very
That's
true.
a real good idea, Tony.
Let's try it.
That's not. Kayak USA says, yeah, it needs an overhaul. You quit smoking, Oscar Gonzalez says.
I know, months ago, and I feel so much better.
Hello, Charlie. Hello, Dickie Farley.
Charlie Roma, welcome, man. And Dickie Farley, he's late. Dickie Farley's usually the first guy in here. Yes.
Scotty died? I don't think so.
He does every
I don't
week.
think he did.
Every week.
Oh my goodness.
I have terrible news.
Mm-hmm.
Rest in peace.
Do you still do mechanic work, Nick Manzano?
I mean, on for customers' cars? No, at all. I stopped doing mechanical work. Oh God. So it's been a long time. It's been so. I'll tell you what. We're doing YouTube for 7 years, and for
It's not 7 yet.
well, it'll
In
September.
September.
It'll be 7.
Right. So it's
2025 minus 7 is 2018, which is when we started. So we've been doing
Kayak
YouTube for
says,
7 years.
I'm sorry, I meant the 4-speed.
Oh, okay. What about it now? It's been such a long time. So
I'm sorry, Kayak.
this is the show about nothing. You were warned coming in. Okay?
You were warned?
You were warned coming in. This is the Sunday night Babble Fest about nothing.
Okay, wait. I can try and go back and find his super chat. Hang on.
All right,
He did send a
you do
super
that,
chat.
and I'll talk about
I think he did.
when I
I
stop.
think he sent a super chat. I'm not sure.
He did. I think he did. So.
Maybe he just had a check mark. He has a check mark.
Oh, okay. It's important.
Yeah, he's an important person.
Yes.
No, he's not. Everybody's important here.
Check mark means he has more than 100,000
Yeah,
subs.
I just finished the engine overhaul. Next is the 5-speed transmission. He means a 4-speed.
4-speed.
I've never messed with one of these. Have you? Any tips?
Okay. Any tips? So if you've never installed a clutch, right? Well, okay, wait. If you've never installed a transmission, you've probably never installed a clutch. So your first issue is before you do anything, you got to make sure the pilot bushing is good in the crankshaft, right? Google checking pilot bushing. Okay, so once you've got the pilot bushing, you know the pilot bushing is good, then you got to put the clutch in. Google center and clutch disc. Okay, there's going to be a clutch tool that you slide through the clutch into the pilot bushing to make sure everything is centered. And if you don't do that, when you go to put the transmission in, you'll never get it to line up. So you need to do those first 2 steps before you do that. Now, before you put the transmission in, rotate the input shaft, okay, and put it through all of the gears. to make sure that all of the gears are going to work. That it's going to go in and out of first to second and neutral it out. It'll go second to third or third to fourth, neutral it out. Make sure all, and reverse. Make sure all of that works. Just turning the input shaft by hand. If you don't, make sure you don't hear any grinding or rattling noises or any like. If you feel any roughness in it, then don't put the transmission in. Start taking the transmission apart. And then when you finally, assuming all of that is good, when you go to finally put it in the car, okay, what you want to do is there's going to be 4 bolts that hold the transmission to the bell housing. Go get some long bolts. Are they 7/16? I think they're 7/16 bolts yeah. Go get some long, like 3-inch long 7/16 bolts, or 7/16 threaded rod, even better. Okay, 3-inch lengths of it, and screw those into the 2 upper holes in the bell housing. Then, when you go to put the transmission in, those 2 pieces of threaded rod that are sticking out, those will guide the transmission. You see what I'm saying? And then, I think I answered that right.
Okay.
I don't know. Ask me questions if you didn't. All right. So, do I work on regular cars? I've been doing YouTube for 7 years now, since 2018, and 10 years before that, I was doing the Mopar parts business. So it's actually been 17 years.
No, you worked on cars when you had the shop before you did YouTube. The shop before you did.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
You built cars.
He's right. Yes, she's right. I forgot about that. We had a shop called Mid-South Mopars, and yes, I built a few cars there. Believe it or not.
Okay, Rosetti sent you super chat.
Thank you.
When restoring a car, first thing I check is the engine to see if everything is good. Is a compression absolutely necessary?
If you're going to check an engine, then I would say that the compression test would be pretty important. That would rank right up there.
Two cases, Tony, please pronounce the Humedo? See Mexican Specs comment? What's Mexican Specs comment? Hang on, I gotta scroll up. I'm looking for it, okay? I don't know. Tony, say this. Humedo. Like tomato.
Humedo?
Humedo.
Humedo.
Damp in Spanish. Humedo.
Okay, so what's a flavor that tastes like humedo? Because I've never tasted
like
anything
damp?
like this before.
Oh my goodness. Humedo. Tomato without the D. Let's see. Smoke that. It's not a fidget spinner. No, don't smoke it. I'm in the room with you. Potato.
No, I don't smoke.
Tomato.
Stop it. You know, that's the thing, right? You put something
Mexican
behind.
Spec says I give up. Tony, pronounce it. Humedo.
Humedo.
Say it with an accent.
Humedo.
No. Spanish accent.
I don't have a Spanish accent.
You can make one up.
I can't. Now I'm on the spot. Now you're making me on the spot.
But that's what you do for a living.
That is what I do for a living. I spend my world on the spot. I know, I get it.
It is me, like me and mine. Oh, humido.
Humido? Thank God we're not giving these guys anything valuable or entertaining.
No.
We're true to our spirit. But I do resent being like.
You resent? What do you
I resent. Well, you know, it's like you do something once and then you're stuck with it forever, and people are like, oh, smoking. He quit smoking. He's a bad smoking. Bad smoking. Stop smoking, Uncle Tony. And I stopped smoking. I stopped smoking a while ago. We keep going over this over and over again. I gave up the habit. It's in my past, and I really don't want to talk about it anymore.
Okay, that is close enough. The accent is on the first syllable. Accent is on the first syllable.
What's the word again?
It's humedo. No, I'm giving the accent on the me. Humedo.
Humedo. That's
it's humido.
Huh?
Humido.
Humido. Here. I have a Spanish accent.
Why don't you say it in Italian accent?
I don't speak Italian.
Omedo.
I only respond to getting cursed at in Italian.
Oh my goodness.
And sometimes Yiddish.
You're trying to pronounce damp in Spanish. For some reason, Mexican Spec wants us to say that because Tony says his drink
It tastes like damp.
tastes like damp.
It's the flavor of damp. I can't describe it any other
Oh my
way.
goodness. Oh, you vault. Yeah.
It's lemon flavored damp.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I can be a decent accent chameleon given time unless I get pissed off, maybe Olive says. Yeah?
What did she say?
She can be a decent accent chameleon.
Oh, okay.
I could do it, like if I hear it, then I can do it, but I have to hear it.
I just did it beautifully. You
You did. Uncle Bastardo. Oh my goodness. Mexican Spec says, I'm glad Tony is trying new flavors. He's braver than I. Oh.
You sent them?
Yeah, right.
I look at you and sent
God,
things that you knew.
What are you sending us? Oh my goodness. The rest of tonight's live will be a Spanish lesson. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Like musty damp? Is your drink musty damp?
Not musty.
No.
Damp.
It's just damp. Well,
It's just
a
damp.
drink. It's supposed to be damp.
It's not supposed to taste damp.
Oh, is there a lime flavor? It's okay.
There is, yes, there's a
Yeah.
hint of lime. It's almost like it's almost like you got out of the shower, you know. You took your towel,
Yeah.
right? And then
You sucked on it?
in the shower still, with the humidity, you know, when
Yeah.
the mirror's all fogged up,
Uh-huh.
that you took some lime and you put a couple of drops of lime on your towel and
Yeah.
you sucked on it.
Okay.
I'm being pretty accurate there. That's really what it tastes like.
72Z28 says, Tio Tony's Espanol class.
Tacos, burritos, enchiladas. Chimichangas.
Oh.
Yes.
Chimichangas.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Burrito.
Describe it for us, Tony. Paint a picture.
I just did.
You just did, yeah. Okay. And you're drinking this on purpose, Ron Armstrong says.
I'm drinking it because Mexican Spec sent me a care package. Because I love Tang. I'm a Tang addict, okay? So Mexican Spec sent me a care package of like these Mexican Tang flavors that we don't get in this country. And there's like a zillion of them. But no exaggeration, there's probably 15 or 20 different flavors, okay? And they're all kind of weird. So like you know, guava toothpaste. You know, some of them are really...
Is that a flavor?
I'm saying some of them
Guava toothpaste?
Some of them are kind of weird. Some of them are kind of normal, right?
Yeah.
And then, of course, because they're from Mexico, they're in Spanish. I can't read Spanish, so I was looking for one I had last week, which was like a lemon iced tea, which was delicious. It was like really good, right? And I'm going through these packages. They're little packages, okay? And I'm going through the packages trying to find that. And I saw this one because it was like the same color, and I looked at it, and it says some word in Spanish, and then a picture of like a lime.
Go get the package. Let me see it.
Oh, jeez, hang on. All right, don't go anywhere.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not going anywhere. Where am I
Oh,
going?
wait, how am I gonna get through this? I got a sleeping dog. I got you in the way.
That's
Can I
nice.
open this door? Okay.
Do you want me to send you some cane sugar to go with the Tang? No, we have sugar in this country. Thank you, though. Does it taste like eucalyptus? I don't know. I'll ask somebody who's that. I'm trying to find lime Doritos soda. Local Walmart stopped carrying them. Publix probably has it. Stories with UTG, yes.
Okay.
Green bean ice cream, Mexican flavor. Okay, he's back.
Here.
Wait, there was a super chat.
All right, wait. Somebody identify that. It's tambourine-do.
Tamarind. Tamarind, that's what you're drinking.
What the hell is that?
It's not.
They're small packages, but they're super concentrated.
Yeah. No, that's.
Throw a little more in there.
Throw more in there.
Well, maybe it'll taste wet now instead of damp.
Okay, Jimmy Lou sent you a super chat.
Thank you.
Says, as much as I love all your videos, I absolutely love the ones of Bottle Rocket. I hope you race it this year.
Okay, so Bottle Rocket, I actually started putting the head back on it this morning. No, yesterday, and I got interrupted with other things. So Bottle Rocket, two interesting things are going to happen with that car this year. First is that we're going to race Dr. Art with his Turbo Ranger. So after I destroy him, we're going to. I'm planning on hitting a race with Andy Woods from Unity Motorsports Garage. So we're looking to go to one of the two War in the Woods events, right, with Bottle Rocket. So there's one in May, and then there's one towards the end of this season. And I told him, let's do the one in May. But I don't think we're going to be able to make the one in May because I have so many other things to do. But I'm not going to go out there and send him out there with an engine that's pretty much a grenade. So we're going to start.
Who?
Andy.
Oh.
Andy's going to drive.
Drive what?
Bottle Rocket.
Oh, yeah?
Why do you look at me like
No,
that?
I just said, oh, yeah, that's all.
Well, Andy races all the time.
Uh-huh.
He has a much better chance of going around with it, I think, than I do. So I'm going to put together another engine. So if you saw the video we did a few days ago on the Power Stroke, so I'm putting that engine together with bigger cylinder heads and bigger, better everything, and actual oil pressure. That one will have some oil pressure, so that this way we can rely on the car to go rounds. So, but I don't think we're going to be able to make the May one. It'll probably be the later one. We'll see. But that's the plan for that car for this year.
Okay. Let's see. Time for a glass of Bombay gin, Danny Boyd says.
I don't drink, man. I haven't drank in years.
Tony is scared of Ace Ventura, has to build a new engine. What?
Oh, yeah. Thumper. I'm supposed to race Thumper virtually.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
How do you do that?
I don't know. Thumper's going to come up with the ground rules.
Okay.
Which one do you want, Thumper? You want the grenade motor that's in there now, or you want the better motor that I'm going to put together for it?
Let's see. Dr. Art and his red tufted pimp YouTube studio. We're not doing that.
Yeah.
It's very nice though. It's very nice. Doesn't matter. The rocket will fizzle, Thumper says.
Don't bet on it, man.
Oh, Thumper's talking smack, Tony.
That car has more untapped potential than you may realize.
See, that looks like swamp water. Corey Melvin said.
Well, it tastes like damp. We've been through this, and it's this flavor.
How do you say it again? What? I forgot.
Tamarindo.
No, that's tamarindo.
Yeah.
It looks like my toilet. No, stop it.
It's kind of cloudy like that.
It looks like tea.
Every other flavor I've had was really good. This one is weird. Just weird. Not that it's not enjoyable. I just don't know really what to make of it.
Yeah?
Well, it's liquid. I mean, I need liquid right now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You probably have too much in there. It looks like it's really dense.
I added more because I wanted to super define.
Yeah, you put too much in there.
No, I didn't. I wanted to super define the taste.
Mexican Spec says American taste buds.
Yes, they're damaged,
What's wrong
man.
with
They're
our
damaged
taste
by all the
buds?
poison we eat.
What?
American taste
I
buds.
don't eat poison
Oh,
anymore.
yes, you stopped today.
Yeah, I have to.
Just like I quit smoking. She doesn't. She's very healthy.
Yeah. Let's see. That tang is like drinking pure sugar.
This is different. This is like definitely not like American Tang. This is super concentrated, and it's not as sweet. It's hard to explain. It's hard to explain. It's like if you ever drink Mexican Coke, drink an American Coke or drink a Mexican Coke, and
So one has sugar and one has corn
poison.
syrup.
Right.
Yeah. Corn syrup to make everybody fat, right?
Yeah. Look, the puppies are sleeping. Look how good she. They're so nice when they're sleeping.
Yeah, don't wake them up.
But then they're gonna be up all night.
Yeah. They can sleep. Go sleep later. Let's see. Mexican Coke is greater than U.S. Coke. Yes.
Oh yeah, no comparison. I can't drink American Coke. I mean, literally, it's horrible. They have to when you drink on a regular basis, you don't notice it. But when you get away from it for a while and you try it, it's horrible. So occasionally, I'll grab a Mexican Coke.
Let's see. There's Mexican Sprite too.
I don't like Sprite.
No, you don't like Sprite?
Don't like Sprite. I still have a vendetta against Sprite.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So, Tony.
Hey.
The difference is cane sugar. We have cane sugar.
Yeah, but we don't have it in our drinks.
No, not in our drinks.
Right, we have corn syrup.
Right.
Right.
Fox Wagner says, I want to see you sing the next halftime show. I think you do better than what I just saw.
I could invite me. Get me
Invite
invited.
you?
Get me invited, and
Yeah.
I will put together a halftime show that the universe will never forget. Okay, that's simple.
Yeah, let's not do that. Oh my goodness. Let's see. I was going to wait until 153 because I also like Israeli fishermen. Dean Stevenson.
Yes,
Yes.
I love you, Dean. Dean, you're awesome.
Halftime car show? Yeah?
When I was a teenager and we would like sit around and do a lot of like dope and shit, you would have fit right in, bro. I mean, you would have fit right in.
So they danced on all the cars?
I wasn't there. I don't know.
Let's see. I'm rooting for the team that Taylor Swift isn't on. I thought she was on all the teams.
I want both sports ball teams to win.
You do?
Yes. I hope they both get goalies.
You hope they both get goalies?
Yes, I want everybody, all of the teams to get goalies tonight. Hoorah! Or something.
Let's see. Josh Homan says the U.S. artificially raises the price of sugar, which leads manufacturers to use alternatives such as corn syrup.
That's not true.
It's not true?
No,
Sugar's not that expensive.
I don't know
Corn
why.
syrup is more expensive.
There's more processing. There's a ton of processes to make corn syrup. I don't know.
When I've gone to buy it in the store, it's pretty expensive.
I know. It's horrible.
Let's see. Participation awards. Do you like the movie Twilight?
I've heard the name of it,
Yeah,
but
what that is.
I'm totally not a movie guy. They were like,
Tell me you won't like it. Like I've never seen it, but it's not for you, Tony.
there's probably 10 movies that I like.
It's a vampire love story.
I don't like vampires or
No.
love or
Or
stories.
love or stories.
Right. No, I like none of those three things in a movie.
No.
I can like literally I can count on my fingers the number of movies that I can remember that I liked. And I won't watch any new ones. because I know which ones I like, so I'll just keep going back and watching the ones that I like.
Yeah.
That's because I'm autistic.
I like to read books. I would rather read a book than watch a movie.
Yeah.
You like to read books, Tony?
No, I like to pinpoint information. I'm an information junkie, so I find that books have way too many wasteful sections, or wasteful. Like there is not a book ever written that I wouldn't want condensed down to a solid paragraph. Right? Just hit me with the hard facts and leave everything else out, and let me figure out the rest.
Let's see. I think I broke my bug spray guy's heart Tuesday when he asked me who I was rooting for the Super Bowl. My reply was, "Who effing cares? I swear I saw his soul fly away." Aww.
Some people take sports ball very seriously. Like, I don't know what goes on in their heads. I can't imagine, but they take it very, very seriously, and it means a lot to them. So I try not to hurt anybody's feelings with it.
Yeah, that's sad. We don't want to do that. We want to be nice to the sports ball people. Let's see. XJs look good dropped.
They do.
Do they?
They do. Slammed XJ is pretty hot looking.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Tony's movie list. Gone in 60 Seconds?
No.
No. I don't think have you seen that?
I saw, I'm going to say, the first, 10 minutes, and I was like, nah.
Fast and Furious?
No. Never.
No,
Again, another movie I watched, the first 10 minutes of, and I was like, I'm out.
Vanishing Point?
I've seen it a few times. I've seen it a bunch of times, way, way, way back
It's not
when.
enjoyable.
No. So Vanishing Point was an interesting movie in that if you go back to the early 1980s, the VCR had just come out, and as Mopar people, as Mopar kids, we were starved for anything and anything, right? So Vanishing Point filled a very important niche to us Mopar guys. And we would get together and have Vanishing Point parties, watch parties. You know what I mean? Tony D'Agostino, Tony D'Agostino from Graveyard Cars. Me and Paul Antonis and maybe Charlie. I think Charlie might have been around for this too. We would go out to his house in Middletown, New York.
Is this before you knew me?
Yeah, it was before I knew you, and maybe just about the time I met you.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was an important movie for us as Mopar guys at the time. But now, I don't have the tolerance for it.
No, I can't watch it either.
Yeah, but I've seen it a bunch of times.
I like It's a Mad World.
Yeah, so Mad World is one of the movies I can watch over and over again. Yes, that's one of them.
Let's see. Anything is all we had. Yes, it's true. We didn't have a lot. Right?
Oh, we had nothing.
Yeah, no, really didn't have anything.
We had everybody laughing at us. It was hard, man. We were underdogs. Nobody understood. We were the weird kids off to the side. You know what I mean? It's it was terrible.
Get picked on.
We got picked on.
Not the cool kids.
But we were faster than the cool kids.
Yeah. Thank you, Corey Melvin. He says that you're feeling better, Kathy. Thank you. Hope everybody out there stays healthy.
Yes.
Zip Zen Gaming, UTG, any opinion on the new Cali's Gen 2 wedge and Hemi blocks?
I have no opinion on them. God, there's so many aftermarket big blocks and Hemi blocks out there. I don't know how you can improve on things that have already been basically improved on. I don't know.
No?
Yeah.
Scoop says Tony knows Underdog. Do you know Underdog?
I am Underdog. Speed of lightning.
Roar of Thunder.
Roar of Thunder. Fighting all who rob and plunder.
Underdog.
Uncle Tony.
It was great theme music. That's what you need for your theme music. You should do your opening.
We goofed with Maggie. So Maggie's a purebred beagle. and we goofed when we named her Maggie. Although Maggie is her name, like dogs kind of name themselves, right? They have an aura or whatever it is, and it's just a name, just kind of like fits to them. So Maggie actually fits Maggie, but we really should have named her Polly. Sweet Polly purebred.
I know.
That's an Underdog reference. Underdog's girlfriend was named Sweet Polly purebred. A beagle. For those of you who don't know.
Yeah, I know. Let's see. Under a big W, yes.
Yeah.
The big W.
The big W. It's one of the greatest movies ever made. And then another one that comes from like the same exact era was Dr. Strangelove. That's another one. I can watch that movie over and over and over and over again. And I have.
You have?
Yes.
Fox says, I can't wait to see more on the Jeep you're converting, especially the charging system and getting the transmission to shift manually.
It's going to be a little bit, because I do have other things I got to get. So my priorities right now is the propane car, which I cannot seem to actually get an extended period of time to work on. Every time I get started on something, it's not your fault. No, I mean, I haven't had a chance to actually sit down and like get things done. Every time I get started, something else happens and I have to stop. Like today, I was on the phone for hours, and all I really wanted to do was just get worked on in the car. But the priority, so the track opens March 22nd. So March 22nd, I got to get I want the Belvedere there for opening day, and we still haven't. All I've done was just start the engine in the car. The transmission is an unknown. All of the stuff is an unknown. I mean, I built the transmission, but you don't know that you did it all right until you actually put it on the ground and go. So I've got to finish up everything with that car. And Mission Improbable. I have to get Mission Improbable back out there because we left off with, we had run a 935 with it, or 932, whatever we ran with it. And then I did the throttle body, and I had Dr. Art tweak the tune just a little bit. So now I'm stuck with that thing. I can't do anything else with it until we run it again to quantify what the throttle body did. So that's the two priorities right now. Then Bottle Rocket, I have the race with Dr. Art, so we've got to get that out of the way. I need to get everything prepared and do videos in the meantime, because these vehicles don't generate enough views to actually keep the bills paid, right? So I've got to do other things in the meantime. And then I can start focusing on, once I got those together, I can start focusing on the survival Jeep. The one thing that's going to come soon on that, maybe this week, possibly this week, is the intake manifold. Because I got my buddy Chuck Yoder, who's a great fabricator. There's aluminum. I can't weld aluminum. So I can, but I don't have the equipment for it. And I'm not anywhere near the fabricator that he is. So I've given him an intake manifold and a carb spacer. So he's gonna cut the center. He's gonna mill and all of this shit. So he's gonna cut the center of the intake manifold out and meld the carb spacer into it. So we're gonna cover that probably this week.
Yeah, you done?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see. Somebody said to do the live chats while you're working on cars.
No, God, I no.
No.
We've done lives while I worked on stuff, and we did the live with the lunar engine, the lunar outlaw thing. That was insane. We did the live with the Hemi GTX.
That was better.
Yeah, that was good. But it was very chaotic.
Yeah.
We did a couple of lives with that. We did the first start, and we did the cam break in. Actually, we did a whole assembly live. Then we did the first start live. But I've done lives before where we work on stuff, which is very difficult to do.
Fuzzy Fireman says, do you have an AMC favorite?
I like late Ramblers. Rambler Americans. 67, 8, and 9, I believe, is the year range. I like the Rambler Americans. AMCs are hard, man. They're really hit and miss. There's a lot of weirdnesses to AMCs. They were weird in the day, and now today they're super weird, right? Like you look like a '70s Matador, and back then it was like, wow, that's a Matador, huh? Wow, because that was one of the commercials. Oh, so that's a Matador. Now it's like, what were they thinking? Oof. The Jeep XJ is an AMC product. It was originated as a sport wagon, an AMC sport wagon. So I would have to say by default, the XJ would probably definitely be my favorite.
$50 never killed anyone.
Sure it has.
Oh, what does your wife daily drive?
What do you daily drive?
An XJ.
Yes, an XJ.
With a crate in that.
Yes.
Let's see. Rebels were okay. First Matadors, second ones were weird. Chris says, hi Tony, can you settle the question whether a 3.6 Pentastar V6 has an anti-drain back valve? I've seen an oil filter adapter that allegedly adds this feature. I want to know if this is a real issue.
I know nothing about it, honestly. I don't know.
Danny Boyd, I do not drive a Honda Odyssey.
They're so good.
I couldn't fit the dogs in a Honda Odyssey.
This is totally unlike.
Yeah, don't wake them up. Don't wake them up.
This is not like them.
I know, they're out sleeping. Well, all day she bit me. So
Yes, well, it takes a lot of energy to bite.
tired.
She's at my favorite stage. So she's like 3 months old now, right? And she's at my favorite stage because she's like.
Used to be 12 weeks small.
She has the shape of a dog now, right? Like her nose is coming out, and her tail has finished growing. Her tail's it's like touching the ground now as she walks, and now the fur is starting to go. It's just so beautiful, just so beautiful.
Nobody knows what you're talking about.
I'm talking about my puppy,
Yeah.
Molly Jane.
She's asleep.
She's asleep.
She kind of looks
Oh,
like
look,
a
she
dog.
has pink paws.
Yeah, don't touch her.
I'm
Don't
not
wake her
touch.
up. Don't wake her up. Okay. Okay.
She's so beautiful.
She's not tearing my ankles apart at the moment.
Yeah, but she's a holy terror.
Oh,
Holy
she's so
terror.
bad.
Hey,
Next
darling.
respect, Kathy, I'm curious. Does Tony let you drink any of the Tang?
She's not a tank drinker.
Yeah, I don't drink that stuff. I drink water and I drink tea. And that's really all I do.
Gatorade.
Gatorade when I get dehydrated.
Yeah. And Bwanda.
I don't drink Bwanda.
When her electrolytes are weird, she drinks Bwanda.
Yeah. Let's see, make sleeping dogs tell the truth. Yeah. Maybe Molly Jane is a Demogorgon. No, she's not a Demogorgon.
Say that she's not a Demogorgon while she's gnawing at your nose.
I know, please. She's bad. Really bad. The dog used to bark and run in its sleep, Harry says. Yeah. Sabri Belong, Tony, your favorite 440 or 428? You mean 426?
I definitely prefer the 440.
Have you ever...
Wait, I have to clarify this, right? There was a time, for a long period of time, where the only Chrysler engines I touched were Hemis. This was like from, I don't know, 1985, let's say. From like 1985 until like 1998, 1999. The only Chrysler engines I touched were 426 Hemis. So I've had my fill of those damn things, and I have no interest in ever going back down that road, other than like little forays. But they're just way too much of a hassle. I don't want to deal with them. 440 is just happy, easy, simple performance.
Gatorade for you, Firefly? I don't drink it often. Once in a blue moon.
Wait, here, let me get this.
Yeah.
Oh, just talking about Hemis.
Oh.
There's this picture.
Oh, you woke her up.
Oh, I'm sorry. So that's. Can you see that?
That was glare all over it. Can you,
So that's one that I built when I was like 22.
can you see? It's a little blurry.
I was about 22 or 23 when I built that. That was my first Hemi.
Okay. There you go. Good job, Tony.
Yes.
You did a good job building that.
Well, there's a story behind that too.
Very proud of you.
So it had. So if you see in that picture, it's got a rat roaster cross ram on it, right? So at one point I fired the thing up. I forgot what I was doing with it. I fired it up and it stalled, and I was in the house. So I fired it up. It was idling, and I went in the house, maybe to take a leak or something. I don't know, and it stalled while I was in the house, and naturally the pumps. I had two Holly Blue pumps feeding that thing, and so the pumps kept running, and it was overflowing the carburetors, and I wasn't thinking about that. So when I jumped back on the car, I cranked it, and I'm cranking it and cranking it and cranking it, and I realized it's flooded. So I opened the throttle all the way, and the intake manifold exploded, and the two. You see where the two carburetors are on that intake manifold? Can you see that in the picture?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the intake manifold exploded, and the carburetors were up like this.
Yeah. Charlie says whatever happened to Stan's 1974 26 Hemi Challenger.
I don't know, Charlie. I don't know what happened to Stan, and I don't know his last name. It was Krebs something, right? A Polish name. We used to call him just Stan Krebs. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know what happened to the car. But I would love to find out. I would love to find out.
Let's see. But the garage didn't crack. No.
No, this was in the driveway.
Yeah.
I didn't even have a garage at the time. When I built that, I didn't even have a freaking garage. I built that in the kitchen of a studio apartment on Edge Grove Avenue on Staten Island.
There's a nice apartment.
And then me and the landlord's kid, Anthony Cavecchio, who pops in every once in a while. Me and him wrestled the motor, complete 426 Hemi. He's 700 pounds. And at the time, I weighed maybe 160 pounds. And Anthony was like 14 years old, 15 years old.
Yeah, 14.
Right, and he weighed like 110 pounds. And me and him wrestled that thing out of the kitchen and then down a short flight of stairs to get it out to where the car was. And we dropped it. But we weren't carrying it. Clearly, we weren't carrying it. It was like on a stand, and we were wrestling it, moving it an inch here, moving an inch there, put a piece of wood under here, moving another inch. It took all day, and then we got to where it was at the bottom of the stairs, and it fell. And when it fell, it broke the staircase. It was
The bottom stair? Did it break?
yeah. His father loved that, but he had to be there.
Cavicchio, no.
Because it was your kid.
Cavicchio.
Cavicchio, Anthony Cavicchio.
No, it's a cigarette. He rolls his own cigarettes.
I don't smoke anymore.
Do you have to light that?
Just to emphasize
Okay, never
the
mind.
fact
Yeah.
that I don't smoke.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Let's see. Safety last, yeah. Different story.
We were kids. We were nuts.
The original kitchen engine rebuild.
Yep.
Top of the World had some kick-ass pedal steel guitar. Okay. I don't know what you're talking about. Silver Eagle Cobra says, Tony, it's good to see how close you're getting with the Belvedere.
Yeah. It's on the ground. The brakes are all pumped up and shit like that. I still got to go back and change one wheel cylinder. They sent me one correct wheel cylinder and one that's for I don't know what kind of car it is. So you know what, 3 wheels is enough for right now. I'm not really too concerned with that. So where I'm at with that thing right now is I got to get the shifter in there, and I got to find the hardware to connect the shifter to the transmission. And I got to wire it. I got to finish wiring it. There's some wires already run. I have to run the fuel line, which I don't fear very much in this world. I'm going to be honest with you. There's not very many things I'm afraid of, and I'm afraid of this freaking propane line. So I don't know how or where I want to run it yet. I got 20 feet of it, so I'll be able to like route it any place that I can. But I mean, I don't want it where it's in danger of getting hit by anything coming out from under the car or anything and I can't run it through the car. So that's the next step. Like there's just a lot of things that have to be run. There's like a couple or few days worth of like solid days worth of work to just complete and connect and attach and
run the line inside the frame.
There's no frame. It's a unibody car. And I wouldn't want to run it inside the kick panel or the rocker panel because it's so external. You know that if let's say an incident or something.
I think this is safe, Tony.
But people do it all the time.
Really, yeah, but they do it in like, farm equipment.
I know.
Where everything is all open.
No, but there are propane powered cars all over South America and Europe. They do this. It's a regular thing.
Do they blow up all the time?
No, they don't. But they're not really using them in the context that I'm using this one.
Right, exactly. So why must you do this?
Because it's difficult. We choose to run propane in a car not because it's easy, but because it's hard.
Oh my God.
Who said that? What was that?
What? Stop it.
That's a quote. It's
No,
a quote.
It's not a quote. You should get Luke to help you with a tune.
Okay. Yeah, we'll call him right up.
All right. See, it's for the people, laugh out loud. Yeah, but he needs to stay alive, otherwise there's no channel. Which is also for the people.
Yes, but then you remember now it's better to be shot out of a cannon and squeezed from a tube.
Are you expecting to blow up?
No, but
Okay,
you're talking about the end of the channel. Would you rather see me just fade off into becoming this dweedy old barf mat, or do you want to see a mushroom cloud? It's
mushroom cloud.
He died or he lived.
No mushroom. No.
Which one is better?
Neither one is good.
Which one would get more views?
No, neither one is good.
Which one would get more views?
Oh, jeez, Tony. First of all, I wouldn't put that up. Oh my goodness. I remember propane used to run a few van conversions back in the early 80s.
I don't know why I'm freaked out by it, but I am.
You should be.
I'm definitely freaked out by it.
Well, that's not good. Maybe you could give it to Dr. Ort and he can finish it and he can drive it.
Oh, I can let Dr. drive it. That would be cool. Actually, I was thinking about maybe DeShawn the detailer.
Yeah. Somebody else. That's bad.
Hey, DeShawn, I got a hot rod for you.
No, don't do that. UTG kablamo. Yeah. No.
I'll take some chickens and hot dogs to the roll cage.
No. Oh my God, Tony. Tony, is it a high or low pressure system?
It's propane. I have no idea. It's the propane tank, the big propane tank, and if that's high pressure or low pressure, I don't know.
You need a big Kevlar bag and an exhaust out the back for the explosion.
Say that again now.
You need a big Kevlar bag and an exhaust out the back for an explosion.
I'll let DeShawn know that.
This isn't funny. Tony, this isn't funny. I'm not happy about it. If you're scared to run something, I know it has to be really bad. No lie. Her is my witness, right? You have no idea the contraptions I've gotten myself into, and never once gave it a second thought, right? The claustrophobia bothered me a couple of times, but I never gave anything like this. Boom, right? It's fine. For some reason, the propane bothers me a little bit. It bothers me too. Let's just scrap the whole idea.
No. Full steam ahead.
Let's give the car away. We'll do charity.
Giveaway.
Giveaway.
UTG giveaway. Finish this car.
Let somebody else finish it. And make videos
hotshot YouTuber.
Oh, somebody wants to bid $50. Okay. Oh, yeah. So that's our giveaway, right?
We can probably do that.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's just.
There's just something about like this thing springing a
I'm
leak.
sweating now.
There's something about this thing like springing a leak, and how do you run away from it? How fast do you run away? Like how much time do you have before like, you know? I don't know.
Well, that's why we're giving it away.
First off, my fire suit.
No, we don't have it anymore. I don't know what to do with it. We gave it to somebody.
He just show up at the track with this like 14-second contraption. We're in a full fire suit.
Okay, I don't want you driving it, son.
Do I still have the gloves and shit?
No, I don't know what you did with them. The only thing you kept was the mask, the breather.
You still have the breather mask. I don't know what happened to the rest of it.
No, everything else is gone. You better go and get one and give the car away. Where's your Nomex suit? Oh.
I don't know what happened to it. I don't know what happened to it. It would be like a valuable antique today. I had aluminized boots and aluminized gloves.
Curtis Randolph says, I have a fire suit I'll donate.
I may take you up on that.
Oh. Okay. Where are you putting the propane tank?
In the trunk.
In the trunk.
In the trunk.
On the roof, maybe? I've seen that. On the roof.
That would be actually... You know something? That might not be a bad idea, right? Mount it, because I got to mount it in the trunk right now. I welded brackets in the trunk to mount the bottle. Who says I can't mount it on the trunk and then run the line over the top of the car?
Yeah, you could do that.
And that would be completely safe.
Safer.
But then people would say, "Oh, this pussy." No, I
no,
can't.
no, nobody's gonna say this pussy.
Yeah, they would.
No, nobody's gonna say that. Like a forklift, yeah. Just do it like a forklift. Yeah, that's what you should do.
That would actually be a pretty...
Or give the car away.
That would be a pretty cool way to do it.
Yeah, do that. Back to the Future Belvedere, yes. Oh my gosh,
Huh.
sorry.
I don't know how the wheels are turning.
Okay, good. See? Oh my gosh. You're killing me with this thing. I'm actually sweating. Like I'm...
If it means anything to you, it's going to be slow.
Yeah, but
I mean, it's really going to be
it doesn't
slow.
matter if it's exploding slowly
I know.
or fast. It doesn't matter. Oh my goodness. So you're just gonna like, who's driving it?
I'll drive it.
No.
I want to experiment with propane. I want to try different things. I have a million ideas, and I want to try them with the propane. So I have no choice but to finish this thing so that I can try the ideas that I've got.
Sunday nights are tough. Yes, okay. The old propane trucks often had tanks mounted under the truck. Oh yeah? That doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Use a flashback arrestor. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that is either.
Seal the frame rails and use them as a fuel tank. What?
No.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, God, no.
No. A cigarette. It's a cigarette. Michelle. It's a cigarette. He rolls his own. Happy Super Bowl night, Tony.
Yes, sports
You're
ball.
spending it well.
Go sports ball.
Double bun salute.
They're all heroes.
A dead man valve on the propane tank would make it safe.
I have to look into that. I have to when I go to get the tank filled. I'm going to ask about stuff like that.
Are you gonna forget?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure they have something. There's got to be something on the forklifts or whatever it is that they use. like a dead man type of thing, but I don't know what it is. So I will look into that.
I just texted it to you.
Okay.
Let's see. Flashback arrestor is a one-way valve used on the tank.
I'm not worried about the tank blowing up.
Let's see. What's the thing between you and Luke? So, I saw somebody made a nasty comment earlier.
Oh,
Did you see that?
He's got these imbeciles like
Yeah.
right in control thing. Nothing. It's very very simple. The thing with Luke, this is going back about 3 years ago. He was. I had this troll channel. This guy, Brian Cabral, right, who literally did a video about me like every single friggin' day. So he had a group of, let's say, I don't know, 50 regular followers, and I would do a video, whatever it happened to be, and no matter what the topic of the video was, they would all pile into this Brian Cabral channel and talk about the craziest stuff.
Very personal, like attacks.
Oh, they would go nuts, yeah.
Very personal attacks.
Well, he was in there.
He was one of them.
He was one of them. So it's like, I know this guy's history, I know his past, I know what he was doing, and I know what he said.
Yeah.
I didn't take screenshots or anything like that because I didn't really give a fuck. But you make a note. It's like, okay, well, who are these people? Another one was this guy Rogers from Paragon Engines in Baxter, Tennessee. He was another one, and they would get together and they would be like, "Oh, Uncle Tony has weird feet. Yeah, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's a hack. He just makes this stuff up as he goes along, right? All this other shit." So he was in there doing this stuff, accusing me of all sorts of things, which were obviously ridiculous. And at that point, he started calling himself Uncle Luke, because he was just Thunderhead 289 at that point, up to that point. And that's when he started calling himself Uncle Luke, when he was in part of this troll farm that was going on. So that's the thing with Luke. That's that.
Yeah, that's that. Good night, 72Z28.
Good night, my brother.
They're obsessed with Uncle Tony. They were. Yeah.
They were. It was crazy. I mean, it was really crazy.
It's not normal.
It didn't bother me. I got a kick out of it. And when it stopped, I felt bad. Because they moved over to this guy, Jabba. I don't know who he is, but his name is like Jabba, or they call him Jabba. They used to call me Sanford, right? Now they call this guy Jabba. And they don't do videos on me anymore. And it's like, I feel like I'm missing something. It's like, come on, guys. Look, I'm making videos. I said something stupid. Come on. Nothing.
David Morgan says, Tony, just do what I do. Don't let it bother you. And the best news is you live rent-free in their heads.
Brother, man, when I tell you, and Kathy is my witness, nothing bothers me. You have no idea.
Except that fuel line.
What's that?
Except that fuel line.
Oh, that, I mean, I'm not talking about like things that people say or nothing. Zero gets in my head. Nothing bothers me. It bothers her. It doesn't bother me at all. I get a kick out of it.
The internet is a crazy place. Yes, it is.
Yes. Now, that said about Luke, this was a few years ago now. And if Luke was to reach out to me, I would talk to him. Like, I'm that way. It's like water under the bridge and live and let live. But he's never talked to me. So in my mind, it's like, well, this is his stance, and that's how I feel about it.
I thought that he did comment on some videos. I think he did comments on some videos.
I think he commented on something. Yeah, he did. He made like trollish comments on how I was totally wrong about something, which I don't consider to be. Yes, tell me if I'm wrong. I listen. And I'm actually doing a video tomorrow, right? Literally doing a video tomorrow apologizing, and it's going to be in the title. So I have no problem when I'm wrong.
Henry says Luke has been throwing temper tantrums about you on his Facebook page.
But this is what I'm saying. This guy throws temper tantrums. Go figure, right? So.
Whatever.
Yes, it takes all kinds of cookies to fill the bag.
Yeah, there you go. Let's see. I'm late to the chat, but tell me why UTG looks like John Wick in the poster behind him. You look like John Wick in the poster behind you.
That picture is easy 15 years old. That was from the coffee house.
Yeah. Tony,
Yeah.
you're wrong, in my opinion, on some things, but we still love you.
That's okay. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. If I see where I'm wrong, like completely wrong, not because there's difference of opinions, and I'm not going to change my opinion. But if I say something, well, maybe no, that's not true. You can change my opinion, but if I'm wrong on a fact, call me on it. And I want to listen. I don't know everything. I learn as I go along, the same way everybody else does. So if I'm wrong about something, yeah, tell me. Yes, no, they didn't build that in that year, or whatever it happens to be. It's fine. I want to know. I take constructive criticism very well. I encourage constructive criticism. It's when it goes the other way. It's like a personal attack type of thing. That's where I lose respect for you.
Let's see. Abrasion methods might take off too much metal shavings. I don't know what that.
Yes.
Yes.
I agree with it.
Uncle Tony, do you know how to make a cappuccino? Is there a perfect way to tamp the coffee grounds?
Yes, but it's feel. I couldn't describe it. And it's been a long time since my coffee house days.
Let's see. Tony, what's next with low car? I'm guessing you're not going to hear anything.
No, I spent an hour and change last night on the phone with the CEO at like 10 o'clock at night. And then this morning, I spent another hour and a half on the phone with one of the owners. So I'm making a video about this tomorrow.
I have to send this message.
To who? We're live.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Wishing you all well this evening.
I wish you well too.
Your video is robbed of all my time. I'm either watching or trying. Oh, Josh is watching or trying. Your
What?
videos robbed him of all his time.
Oh.
He's either watching or trying.
Okay.
You love your crazy nephew, Luke.
Well, no, I don't even really like him at all. But I'm open to, like I said, if Luke wanted
It's hard to like people that have like said some of the things that they've said online and like laughed about it.
Yes.
It's really difficult to make up with that.
Yeah, it's
really hard.
it's a little ridiculous.
Yeah, and really no reason to.
No, zero reason.
Right after that's been done. So.
Right. It's not like I was building cars and carburetors and.
The weird thing is that you never said anything about him, but for some reason.
I believe I had actually climbed the ladder and graduated to top fuel before he was even born.
Right.
But that's besides the point.
Yeah, no, you didn't say anything. I don't know. People just get mad for no reason. Whatever.
Yes.
What's more dangerous, nitro top fuel Hemi or propane line?
Oh, I was never afraid of a nitro Hemi. I'm definitely afraid of a freaking stupid little propane thing. I can't explain it to you, man. I don't know why. I have an irrational aversion to it for some reason. I don't understand what it is.
Then don't do it. If you have a natural aversion to it, then
Nitro Hemis, I loved Nitro Hemis. You have no idea.
We're not arguing with anybody. Mexican Spec says don't argue with Luke. He has a Maverick.
Yes.
Mike Batista says Luke wants to fight Tony. What?
That would be cute.
You fucking for real. What's wrong with these people? Sorry, I'm cursing. Try not to do that. I don't know. Let's see. I enjoy your videos, Uncle Tony. I'm a car guy myself. John Wilkerson says.
Thank you.
That Mopars Are Everything guy was cringy as well.
Oh, Mopars Are Everything was in there too. Yes, he was
there's
part of
lots
that.
People, yeah.
Yes, Thumblehead 289 and Mopars Are Everything. Yes.
There are a lot of people.
Yes.
Let's see. I just want to see a carburetor cheater on one of your builds, Tony. I love your videos. Kyle Clark.
I have no interest in the carburetor cheater.
Is that what he does?
He makes a thing called the carb cheater, and
okay. Well, God, I don't think you're even allowed to say the name of it.
It's a measured vacuum. It's a metered vacuum leak. But I don't know exactly, and I don't really care.
No. I don't know. I'm sure he'll be complaining tomorrow.
That's fine.
Or tonight. Whatever.
If he had a pair of balls, he would jump on live.
Yeah. I don't know. Some people are just unhappy.
Actually, since we have some of his crew, I don't know. What do you call these low IQ people that circle what now? Extend an invitation to him. I would invite Luke to do a live with me.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yes, definitely. I'm serious about that. If he wants to jump on and tell me how I don't know what I'm talking about, and I'm an idiot and all this other shit, if he's got the stones to actually get on a live with me and say those things, I welcome it. I'd love to do a live with him.
I don't know where this all came from, this animosity renewed. I have no idea what the problem is.
The problem is one of his minions there keeps getting on in our comments and on the lives. The Wednesday night one, I see him a lot, right? And he's like, try Luke carb cheater. What about Luke's carb cheater? Do Luke's carb cheater, carb cheater, carb cheater, carb cheater. And eventually I was just like, no, I don't want to have anything to do with him or his carb cheater. And I explained it, I have no respect for the guy because of the things that he's done. Yeah. And he knows what he's done, but clearly the people who follow him don't know what he's done, don't know what he's said, and, go ahead, have fun.
Well, you just need to block those people.
I know, I don't block anybody.
I'll block them.
Kathy blocks, I don't block.
I'll block.
I don't delete comments and I don't block.
I mean, if they're just there to cause problems, then I'm going to block them. If they have things to say, that's different. But if they're just trolling, no, then they're getting blocked. I haven't blocked anybody in a long time. I can start again. Let's see. Minions look like Twinkies. They do.
I'm one of those people. I don't pull punches. If I genuinely don't like you, I will say it. You know what I mean? Sometimes, like if I sense that the person who I don't like is deficient in some way, like in other words, like they're not. That's what I'm looking for. Like if they appear fragile, okay, I don't say anything. I bite my tongue, okay. But if the person I don't like does not appear fragile, I say it in no uncertain terms, right? I make it clear, and I don't care who hears it or who doesn't hear it or who likes it or who doesn't like it. I feel that I need to just put it out there. It's just not. It's the Italian New Yorker in me, okay? It's like I gotta call you out. Like I said, if I feel that the person is fragile, is handicapped in some way, then I would never say anything because I'm not that way. I'm not a bully. But if you're an able-bodied, person, you know what I mean, especially somebody who has a following or notoriety, and I don't like you, I say it, and I'll say it live, and I'll say it in front of everyone who's here, and I'll say it right to their face. So it's just the way I am.
Let's see. Have you ever liked someone and then not liked them, then liked them again?
Yes.
You have? Yeah? Have you really?
There's some, yes. And a couple of people. couple people, and people that you would know from the channel.
See.
Al was one of them.
Al was one of
I
them.
got to say it. I got to say it. I was very fond of Al. Right. I really liked Al, and Al is a truly good person. And then we had our little clash. It was like a battle of the egos. It was a little weird. Okay? It was very weird. And you know, after we filled our commitments with him, we did fill our commitments. You know, it was like you're gone, right? And for a while, I really had a lot of not animosity, but I was just like, I don't like this fucking guy. He's you know. And then over the last, I don't know, several months or so, my attitude towards him has way softened. And I know he had some health problems, and I feel bad that he's had health problems. And I would like Al to know if he's watching this, or if anybody wants to pass this on to Al, that I hope he's doing really well. And give me a call sometime.
Hawkins says I need to wash my hair.
Yes.
Good evening, Dodge Boy.
Yes, please go wash your hair. It's disgusting. I mean, I'm just being honest with you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Next, Kiwi.
I like Kiwi. I never didn't like Kiwi. But, you know, the thing... See, okay. Honesty, right? You guys want honesty? I'll give you honesty, right? I genuinely like Kiwi. I have always genuinely liked Kiwi. He's a very unique, extremely talented, extremely work-driven person, right? And I respect that. I admire that. You have no idea, right? So I have nothing but the best stuff to say about Kiwi.
Uncle Tony confessions.
Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. We were doing on Wednesday Night Lives, okay? And at one point, he was talking about this thing that the Australians do, okay? Not the Australians, the New Zealanders, right? And I forgot what it's called, okay? I forgot what the thing is called.
Haka?
Haka! That's it. Okay. So here's what happened, okay? I'm being honest with you guys. I'm just putting it out there, okay? For better or worse. Hate me or love me, I don't fucking care. So we're doing a live, right? And he brings up this Haka thing that the the New Zealanders do. And I had never heard of this. I had no idea what this is. So I said, show me what this thing is, right? So this is a war dance, okay? This is like this, okay, you got to see this to appreciate
It's native New Zealand.
Native New Zealand, whatever it is, right? But as a New Zealander, he identifies with this thing. It's part of his culture. And he made that clear. It's like, this is the spirit of New Zealand, right? And I'm like, go you. You know what I'm saying? Are you guys really that freaking like, you know, are you that off the chain? Because I respect off the chain. I respect off the chain more than you know. So, yeah. You know, I never respected Mike Tyson more than when he bit off the ear. You know what I mean? It's like, show me off the chain. I love off the chain, okay? So Kiwi introduces me to this Haka thing, right? And if you're not familiar, right, you gotta watch it. Go Google Haka, all right? It's freaking crazy. They're like, oh, and like they make these faces and they scream and they do all kinds of like super hyper aggressive motions, and it's like, holy shit. You know what I mean? This is your culture, and it's like, yeah, this is my culture, right? So it's like, okay, you guys are hardcore. Okay, so then within weeks of this, we have the incident that happens with the Mustang, right? And he folded so easy when he put out that video that said, it's funny too. I was just talking about this morning. He put out the video saying, Street Side Classic steps up. After berating me for not taking the video down, right? And it's like, wait a minute now. You are of this warrior, Haka screaming, you know, cult, like fear nothing, right? And you're afraid that you ruffled the feathers of a customer, and you're saying that these thieves that tried to rob this guy, that only gave him his money back because of the video that we did, that I put out on my channel, that you got mad at, right? You fold that easy? And at that point, I couldn't talk to him anymore. Like, I just could not bring myself to talk to him anymore. That is what happened.
He also blamed you, though.
Yeah, he blamed me, but that's, you see, there are a lot of things that are just like water under the bridge. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Be mad at me for an hour, be mad at me for a month, a year. I don't give a fuck. There's more people that are mad at me in my world than are not mad at me. But at that point, I really couldn't say anything else to him because it was just such a. If that makes any sense. But I genuinely do like Kiwi, and I really genuinely wish him the best. I hope his channel does well. I hope that his projects go well. I mean, what can I say? We did a lot of work together. We had a lot of fun. He and I had a lot of fun making videos, and I do miss that.
Joe Kiss says, Tony, I am mad at you.
Of course you're mad at me. You will all get mad at me at some point. Every time we do one of these lives. So we pick up subs on every single video we do.
I wonder how many we lost tonight.
Okay. We pick up subs on every single video we do, okay? Except our lives. Whenever we do lives, we lose subs. You look at it the next day, and it's like you lost 8 subs. You lost 12 subs. And it's all because of the lives. Like, oh, I don't like this guy. I like his videos, but fucking unsubscribe.
Okay. Disappointing. Yeah. Let's see. Well, Tony, we're near the end. Corey Melvin sent you a super chat.
Thank you, Corey.
Heard of Power Blast plate for carbs?
Yes.
Constant ads.
Yes, but I've heard of it. I don't have an opinion on it. I don't have an opinion on it. They've been building widgets and gizmos to go between a carburetor and intake manifold since like the 1920s. So, yeah, I don't know what to make of it.
Saving Chevy says, I get mad at UT every time he buys another XJ.
No more. I'm at 6. I can't buy anymore. I don't want any more.
Vinny Piazza says, the first time I saw the live is what made me subscribe. Laugh out loud.
Oh, thank you.
You're an unusual person.
I own that. I am an unusual person.
Not you. Vinny, he subscribes. Let's see. I don't know why we lose subs every time we do a live. It's like the weirdest thing.
I don't know. I don't care.
Saving Chevy says they're joking. Fishside says, nice seeing someone be real. Vilefly says, well, at least it clears up the Kiwi mystery now that I have heard both sides.
Yeah, I mean, I never kept it a secret or anything like that, but I didn't really feel like talking about it.
My wife tells me that every day, does she, Vinny?
Tells what every day?
That he's an unusual person. He's subbed to us from Alive.
Great minds think alike, bro.
Let's see. Tell a crazy story of when you were young. No, that's terrible.
The statute of limitations hasn't run out on a lot.
No, we can't do that. We can't do that. So if you own 6 XJs, you can sell me one, basically a Jeep dealer.
No, this is that's my XJ strategic reserve.
XJ reserve.
Yes. Yes, I have an XJ for a reason and a spare.
What's the progress on Mad Maxine?
I was talking about that before. I started stripping stuff off the engine, got the intake manifold off. I stripped out a lot of the wiring that had to go. And right now it's on hold. I've got an intake manifold that I'm using a 99 up XJ intake manifold, the bathtub style, because it'll fit a carburetor a lot better than the one that's on there, than the 96. So I've got that manifold. I dropped it off over at my buddy Chuck Yoder's place. He's a fabricator, so he's going to mill the center of it open, and then we're going to weld a carburetor spacer in as an adapter to mount the carburetor to it. So he's got that stuff now. I'm probably going to do a video on that. It's up to him, whatever his schedule is. But we'll do a video on that probably, hopefully this week. And then I really can't touch it. The tracks, we were talking about this before, and I'm sorry for repeating myself for anybody who was here before. But the track's open here the end of March. So March 22nd, I've got to have Mission Improbable ready to go. I've got to have the Belvedere ready to go, and I've got to have bottle rocket ready to go. So between now and then, those things are my priorities. So I probably won't be doing much on that Survivor Prepper Jeep until after that. So I'm thinking like April we'll get really into it. But like I said, I got to prioritize. It's only me. I've only got two hands, only so many hours in the day. But we'll get to it.
Okay.
You're back.
I am back.
Yes, I missed you.
Oh, I think.
Yeah, you got back just in time. I was
I
about to
did.
panic. I was running out of things to say,
No,
and
don't
you were gone.
panic. All right, so are we finished?
I don't know. I'll take a couple more. And then...
Okay. Tony, you don't have a 1984 XJ. You need an early one.
No, not into them. Not into them. I really like the 97 to 2001s. I like Mission. Mission Improbable, I think, is a better vehicle. Being it's a 96, I think it's more drag kind of oriented. So yeah, but I much prefer the second generation of them, the 97 to 01.
They're more comfortable.
They're more comfortable. I think they're better looking. I think that they really nailed it. Like they perfected it in that 97 through, the interior, everything about them is just really nice.
The interior is better.
Yeah.
Hemi Head 68 sent you a super chat.
Thank you, Hemi Head.
Of the 426 Hemi crate engines that Daimler produced circa 2002-ish considered Gen 3 Hemi?
No, 420. So Gen 1 Hemi is a blanket over all of the Chrysler, Dassault, and Dodge early Hemis. Gen 2 Hemi is the 426 Hemi and all of the derivatives of the 426 Hemi, regardless of when it was produced. Gen 3 Hemi is the current Hemi that's out there now, which evidently they're bringing back in a hardcore way. I'm interested in this. This is neat stuff. And I'm actually I got to get together with TK's Garage. He pops into these lives every once in a while. I got to get together with TK, and I want to do a live with TK maybe this week, if and when he's available. I have no way to contact him. If any of you guys know TK or jump into his lives or anything like that, tell him to get a hold of me at uncletonysgarage@gmail.com. Tell him to send an email. I want to get together and do a live with him.
Okay.
Kat, we're up here.
I'm
Hello.
here. I'm
Okay.
here. Oh my goodness. Did any 1966 to 69 Mopar 383 two-barrel engines have closed chambered heads?
Any what years?
66 to 69.
Yeah, 66 and 67. They both had closed chamber 516 heads. And then 68, they all had open chamber 906s.
Quake Power says, have you ever ran an alcohol engine and will you?
No. To me, alcohol is pointless. I'm not knocking people who run alcohol, right? So don't get me wrong. But to me, my own personal thing is that if you're going to go to an exotic fuel, go to an exotic fuel. You know what I mean? Just go there. So no, I have no interest in alcohol. I never had any interest in alcohol. I worked on one alcohol car several years ago. There's a guy named Dave Roberts, and he was going to make his first passes with an alcohol car, and he asked me if I would come along because he didn't have an experienced crew. So, to my recollection, that's the only alcohol car I ever actually worked on. Everything else in my life was nitro.
Okay, shorts for money management and wealth strategies.
Yeah.
No Store 1968 Fury 3, brand new alternator, EMC, resistor, sorter, coil, distributor cap, rotor, button, spark wires. Where else do... Oh, he cut off. I guess he's saying, where else does he look?
Oh, you're getting 12 volts to the coil? I mean, key switch? Bulkhead connector? Dirty connection at the bulkhead connector? Lots of little things. Just make sure you're getting 12 volts to the coil. If you just want to get the engine running, run a jumper wire from the battery to the positive of the coil and crank it. Don't run like that for too long because the points want a ballast resistor. But just to eliminate the process of elimination, run a jumper wire from the positive of the battery to the positive on the coil and crank it. And if everything is right, it'll start.
what's your perception on lowriders? It's very interesting because I know it's a different car world to you.
I love lowriders. That said, I would never own one myself. I have no interest in owning one myself, but I love the whole culture. I love the paint jobs. I love the attitude of those guys. Yeah. Oh no, okay.
Okay, sorry.
I really love lowriders.
Mexican Spec says I sent a message to TK, but I will leave another one on his videos.
Okay, yeah, I definitely want to get together with him and catch up on these current events that are happening with Chrysler, because he's on top of all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And anything I learn about it, I learn basically through his channel. I found that all of the ones that he puts out like 60, 70, 80 videos a day. I don't know where he finds the time. So I lately, for the last several months or several weeks, I've been getting all of my news concerning current Chrysler goings on through his channel. So I'd like to get him on and help get me up to speed. And no. Just go outside. Okay. So that was all about Molly Jane. She was just starting to squat on the rug.
Outside.
So now we have to. Kathy Bananas is taking her outside so she can do good girl in the backyard. So what the hell are we talking about? See, this is it. Now, I don't have glasses, so I can't read any of the comments. Cat! I know, but I don't have glasses. And I ran out of things to say. I hate when this happens. You gotta understand. I'm legit. Wait, here. Here she comes. Okay.
Okay, we gotta wrap it up anyway.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, we're done.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that it?
It's Tony's panic attack. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Okay.
You would be so. I get freaked out by the dumbest things.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right. Are you ready to go, Tony?
Yes.
Okay. So you'll be back Wednesday?
Yes.
Dr. Art.
I will be back with Dr. Art while he's still my friend. So on Wednesday night, and what else?
I am doing better. Thank you, Mohammed.
Yes. Tomorrow morning, I make an apology video, a very sincere apology video, but one that I'm happy to make. What else? I can't think of anything else. I'm drawing a blank. I want to do, so I got myself a new bike. Well, not new to me, right? It's one I've had my eye on for a really long time, and I'm dying to do a video with that, but the weather sucks again. We had such beautiful days, and during the beautiful days, I wasn't able to get out on the bike at all. And I want to really experience it a little bit more before I do a video on it. So hopefully maybe this week it'll get up into the 60s and I can do some enjoyable riding with it. But the problem is I'm now riding the cold weather, but you can't really focus on the bike and what the bike does, and you can't really lean into shit because the tires are cold, pavement's cold, and it's like you're just asking for trouble. So hopefully this week we get a nice day or two and I can do something with that bike. And what else? I think that's it. And Kathy Bananas, is there anything you want to add to that?
No, I think that's it.
Really?
No, what else do you want me to add?
Something.
Oh,
Throw
well,
some in.
Okay, if anybody ordered anything, things are running a little bit late, only because I was really sick
Yeah,
for
she
a
was
week.
down for a week.
And
Yes.
if I had to print a shirt, it's going out tomorrow. So that was the issue. I was really down for a week. I had the stomach flu, and it was freaking horrible.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons I haven't been able to get anything done on the cars, because I've been
really
here
bad.
puppy sitting. They were like 2 solid days, like 48 hours, where I wasn't able to leave the freaking couch really for the most part, because I had to take care of her, and I had the dogs running around, and it was just too much chaos with the puppy, so I had to plant myself.
So if you ordered anything, you're waiting for it, I'll stick extra stuff in your package.
Yes, extra stuff.
Extra stuff.
Send them some of this, because I'm not going to drink any more of this
No more tamarind. Okay.
tamarindo. Yeah.
I'll send them that. I'm sorry for the delay, everybody, but sometimes
Enjoy the
you can't
taste
help-
of damp. Yes.
Can't help being sick.
So, guys, everybody who contributed with Super Chat, thank you so much. Never expected, but always appreciated. And it's all going to go towards revamping the home studio so that we can have better quality. You know, because we've only been doing this for 7 years, and we still have the same camera, and we haven't done anything to enhance lighting or.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
So yeah, so we're gonna step up this month.
So you're gonna be professional.
We're gonna try to be more professional.
Oh, nice.
Well, as professional as we get. I get freaked out when things start to get too professional. I get freaked out. So, but anyway, I have problems.
We have problems.
So, Everett Contributor Soup Chat, thank you so much.
Roach's Uncle Tony's Garage at
Uncle Tony's Garage at UncleTony'sGarage.com is where our merch is.
Yeah.
Fubar usually puts up the link to that, but I don't think Fubar was here tonight.
No.
Okay.
Professional is the way.
No. I reject professional, right? In all aspects of my life. I always have, right?
No, when I worked, I was professional.
You, not me. When have I ever?
When I was freelancing, I was very professional.
You! What does that have to do with me?
You don't agree that that's a good way to be when you're working?
All right, when I work, the things I do are as professional as you can possibly get.
Right.
But the trappings that go with professional, I reject.
Have professional trappings?
I don't know. I didn't really pay attention.
Business cards. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I didn't have business cards.
It was the 90s. Everybody needed business cards.
No, her is my witness. How many deals did I pass up because I refused to wear a crew uniform?
Well, that's different. Wearing a uniform is different. You can be professional and not into the trappings of professionalism.
Yeah, I had so many opportunities to go to paid opportunities to run with various fuel cars over the years when I was doing that stuff, and if it required me wearing any type of crew uniform, no, just a flat no. I don't care what car it is. I don't care how much you're going to pay me. I don't care what the deal is. It's a flat no crew uniforms.
Yeah, but when you are your work, basically, you have to have some sort of professionalism.
I've always been my work.
Right, but that's what I'm saying.
So, but everybody contributed your presence and your conversation. Thank you, you guys. We're eternally grateful for you giving us your time, which is the most valuable thing there is. So hopefully we wasted it, but not too badly.
They laugh at us. They shut us off, we get off, and then they're like, oh, those idiots. And they laugh and laugh.
But thank you. And our mods, Mexican Spec, thank you. Zero, thank you, Zero. Fubar, wherever you are, thank you for just your presence on Earth. Thank you. And that's it. Like I said, Dr. Art on Monday, well, he's still talking to me. Surprising, right? He's been talking to me you know when he started talking to me? When I raced Andy.
Yeah,
so that's going to be 2 years. Dr. Art has been talking to me for going on 2 years.
But really, he wasn't talking to you that day that you raced Andy.
He came to find if I was cheating.
Yeah, he was sneaking around.
He was sneaking around.
Yeah, we know
he came to catch me doing something. But that's cool. I respect him for that. So.
It's funny.
I didn't know him, right? I knew of him, but I didn't know him. And as I warmed up the car, and then I shut it off, and I walked away, and I seen him kind of like sneaking around, like peering around the car, looking. That's cool. That's cool.
Funny.
So, at any rate, guys, that's it.
Okay.
Kathy Bananas,
yeah.
Pull the plug.
All right.
Make it stop now.
Good night, everybody. Thanks so much.
Good night, everybody.